So yeah, Shapeshifting Detective. FMV Murder Mystery. Detective Bart on the case. Very loud.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline.
Yes, our objective is
It's
to find the
horrible,
murderer.
Poe.
Of course.
Indeed it is.
Very odd, background on the very odd background on the menu.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Okay. I wonder what this. Alan, he said, "Do you need to keep your mouth shut?" Does that mean we need to say nothing?
Exactly. Rewind.
Achievement. Wait, what? Okay, I guess we're not supposed to say anything. Damn it! We gotta do it again. It was game over. What? Right, so saying something was game over. That was the testing us, I think. So I'm guessing there was two buttons we could
You're
choose.
listening to Radio
The second one was like a trash
Dark
can. That
Nights
probably just means
Poe
nothing,
and
I guess.
Monroe.
Or delete
It's
the
5
option.
o'clock and I'm
We'll see.
Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
Indeed it is. Okay. So this time we'll
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Hey, we got an achievement for clicking that button though, right? So I'm guessing this one. Ah, okay, so this one is kind of deleting the... I guess if this would delete the option and it will say nothing, right?
You know why you're here, don't
okay.
you?
No.
The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
Okay. I say nothing.
Splendid. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Sure.
Splendid.
Sure.
If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated. Deprecated.
Deprecated.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
No shoes in the guest house. Hello, Salvatore. Did you back SC Wingman's under? I did not back Underworld Descendant. No, I did not. Offering free keys for the November 15th launch date. I did not know. As long as it takes.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in.
Visitors?
It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
Tarot readers? Okay.
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Ooh.
Just finishing.
Ooh. Predicting the future. They walk in the hands of yes.
You don't believe?
Sure, we believe.
That sounded serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Sure. Why not?
So, what's your question, Sam?
Will I win or are you guilty? Are you guilty of what? We do that one.
Oh. The Page of Cups. It suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of. I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
Last on the left.
Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
Okay.
Thank you for your dreams.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Dimitri's Descent by Chris Hoppenbrowers. Read
Decker.
by The Raw Geek. Dimitri stared out into the pitch-black darkness outside of his bedroom window. It felt unnatural to be here, in this place, so far away from home. With some regret, he thought back to the day he...
Right, number 4. FMV game saddle. That's how they roll, right? FMV game. I'm glad we're seeing more of them. Honestly, I do like FMV games. No, it's that room. It's not a bad looking room. Not bad. It actually looks quite good. We haven't even for the 3 minutes we've been playing it, it looks okay. But we haven't really got into it yet. If it only just started just now, a few minutes ago. All right, okay, we can't do anything in our room yet.
in fear of catching a glimpse of himself. A pale, gaunt carcass of a man, more akin to a ghost than
Ah,
any
we can visit
living
the chief.
being.
Okay.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs?
Hello, Ellie.
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered?
Why the tarot readers?
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
Okay.
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Why isn't she in jail?
Because things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
Sure, we'll try.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Okay. Is my badge gonna help me out?
Do I have to spell it out?
Yes!
I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
What problem?
Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled.
I got no
This
idea
is
what
Second
you're
Chance
talking
Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
about. Second Chance Sunday. Right, so, yeah, he's pretty good, Ellie. I mean, some of the actors in this are the same ones that were in Dr. Decker, their last game. So, of course, these are the things we can ask him. This question here is one we can delete. So, questions, options that have, hang on, maybe let's move myself to the other side. Let's go that side. Questions that have the trash can next to them are ones we can ask him, or ones we can kind of just delete and not ask at all. So much like Dr. Decker, when the game starts, the killer is randomized. So two playthroughs are not going to be the same unless you randomly choose the same person. But let's see what he's got to say. I even got a piece of paper and a pen because well, we're gonna. I think we should better use them, but we're gonna go through all of them, Elswin.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
Alright. How was she killed?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner.
Okay.
We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Murder. So we're writing note. I'm gonna write some notes on paper just for the important stuff, right?
In her bedroom. She was naked.
Oh.
Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this.
Okay.
It's the one thing only the killer would know.
So if anyone says anything about the gold coin, we know we did a murder.
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
What do we know? Not much. So should we actually ask him if he's got an alibi, or just ignore that? Okay, I'm gonna ask him.
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
I mean, you gotta ask everybody, right?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Let's go.
200 meters, 300 meters, 400, 500, 600, 700. Nearing the end of the rope now, she informed Dimitri at 800 meters. If we lose communication, The rest was inaudible.
Okay, so we can
I'll just
visit
tug the rope and you'll pull me back up, Dimitri said to himself. After plummeting what was probably a few hundred meters.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
Yes, we have seen Chief DuPont. So, right. Let's start making some notes as we talk to people. Maybe we'll help us get somewhere. Keep track of things. Now, of course, she's going to have known her because she's the proprietor of the guest house, right? And she was staying here.
Not really.
So
I'm
knew
sure
who
she was a precious lamb, though.
A precious lamb? Dorothea was a precious lamb?
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though. don't they?
Ooh.
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
So, Oscar is her... Okay. Who do you have a guess? Let's ask.
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Why do you want them to leave?
Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Wait, who are you calling a hobo? Me? Hobos?
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
Hello, Miss Candela. Alright, what were you doing last night?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
Well, she doesn't remember what she was doing. Okay. Right. That seems like it could be worth noting down. Yes. Yeah, there was a game out early last year from the same developer. The Infectious Tales of Dr. Decker or something like that, which had similar sort of actors in it. I'm gonna ask her. We can avoid the question, but we'll ask if she's ever been there.
I've driven by it. Never actually been in it.
Alright.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
Okay, she's anxious.
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
Okay. Okay, so that's Violet.
Dr. Utani was able to create a rough translation of the word, or rather something that approximated it.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Hello, Bronwyn. Some questions about the murder. How did you predict the murder? We'll start with that one.
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
She's a tarot reader. You ask who the killer is?
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Right. Well, yeah, let's see if she's got an alibi.
In my room reading.
In her room reading.
I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Okay. Saved you?
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
Okay. You think Violet is trashy? Sure. Yeah.
I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Alright. Some questions about the murder. Okay.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
How would you know her?
I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth.
Alright.
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
Alright.
Curiosity, he approached
Okay.
the source of the sound. He reached out his hand,
Let's visit
but
range,
no
shall
one was
we?
there. Dimitri was both perplexed and overcome by a frightful panic.
Let's
He
visit
felt like he was going
range.
mad. Nothing made sense. He just wanted to leave this night.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us.
Burglaring us.
I'm Rain, by the way.
Yeah. No, we can't touch him.
I heard you say earlier your name's Sam. You don't look like a Sam.
Mate, you don't look like a Sam. I'll ask him the same thing. How did you predict the murder?
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
A special deck. Ooh.
You get it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed.
Alright. Hello, Kimball. So that's how they came to think it was Dorothy got killed because she's a redhead. But then there's Violet, so what were you doing last night?
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying.
Oh, okay.
It didn't work.
So, someone else, no alibi. What do you believe in?
I don't believe in anything. But I also believe anything is possible, so... it's a conundrum.
Okay. Tell me about a special tarot deck.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Okay. Can I see it?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Mercury. I mean, that's a special tarot deck. In Wales, how do you fire secondaries when I get that perk? Only fires on lockdown ships. If you hold the control key down or left alt key, you get the cursor and you just click on a ship that you want your secondaries to fire at, Shantaga, just like you do with the planes. You hold I think it's left alt, you get the while holding the left alt, click on the ship you want to shoot at. And then it should shoot as soon as it's in range.
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Dorota Shaw. Okay. Have any connection?
No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
That's what the killer would say. We'll worry about that.
Sam, I don't have a motive for killing Dorota. Full stop. I'd have to be possessed to murder anything. Do you believe in possession, Sam?
You'd have to be possessed. Ah. Maybe.
Just keep an eye out for anyone acting suspiciously. Although, today, almost everyone seems to be acting suspiciously.
That's like some sterling advice there.
Later, on the way over, Dimitri had listened to his recordings
Right.
and couldn't make out anything out of the ordinary.
Lexi.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Hello, Lexi. So, did you know Dorota?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
She's a bit nervous. How did you know she was going to die?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
The fuck is a happy squirrel? Happy squirrel, devil, or death? We'll do devil.
Nah, the devil's cool. The tarot one, I mean, not the actual one. I'm not a devil worshipper.
Lol. So where's the most dangerous card?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
But the one that is the most dangerous is not one of the ones we had an option for. But I owned able to play some Odyssey. Ah, nice. Kimple. You drew the Five of Swords.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
Okay. What were you doing last night? See if she corroborates Bronwyn's alibi.
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, that's what they call it. Yeah, I mean, the event's kind of finishing in like 5 minutes, right, Kimball? So, I'm probably gonna skip it Thursday as well, I reckon. I don't see any other reason to really check it out this week. The only thing I would really check it out for is try to see what yesterday's patch did. That isn't documented, but other people can do that and tell us all about it, right?
You can ask Bronwyn. We were together.
Oh. Together?
Not together. That sounded kinkier than I meant it to.
Hello. Well, yeah. Very suspicious. Yes. Very suspicious. How would you know Bronwyn?
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
You think she could kill her? Might as well ask the questions.
No.
No! Right. Why did you come here?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
Okay. So, you do whatever cards tell you. If they told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
No. Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Do you? A job?
I didn't say job. I said job.
Job? What? Trying to cover tracks.
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
Yeah. I had a job once. I totally did.
No, you don't.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I think that's the tarot readers we've spoken to.
There are pickle-shaped cufflinks. And there it is, in the bottom drawer, the patchwork quilt Mom sent me over 2 Christmases ago. Was never going to see any...
See if they got anything else to say now we've spoken to each other.
Late before I realized I'm still holding the gun.
Maybe this could be where we start doing a bit of shape-shifting. I see the Mercury Tarot. Ah!
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Or why not?
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
Sure.
Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
Oh, the cards are rooting us out.
Just the throw remains.
Okay,
Still
she does
stroking
have
the
the
couch,
cards.
she continues. Why do you keep the quilt on it?
Right.
Fine.
So we go to our room.
Well, I bet it does,
We can
she
check out
winks.
some shapeshifting.
So, I was wrong. Apparently the quilt could have some action after all. But
Where's that go? Back to
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August.
Oh,
Police
hang on,
investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
So when you hail a cab, you fast forward the game an hour. Okay. Let's go back to
the
our room
alpaca
first.
took it in the chest. I grimaced. 6 weeks wasted. I knew I had a reason for wanting her dead. I point the gun at her and sneer. What do you...
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Right, okay, we can probably maybe shapeshift into any of these peeps. Let's try, shall we? Let's go into her.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Okay. We're now, does that mean we're now Lexi? If we leave and turn the bottom left, we're Lexi.
She kisses me on the cheek and gives me a gentle push. Now,
Let's visit
go and
the
tell
other
the
tarot
chief.
readers as Lexi.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
I'm worried about her. Let's do it.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine.
Do you think Sam suspects? Am I really fine? Do you think Sam suspects?
Maybe. But it'll be difficult to prove.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So there's obviously something going on there, right?
It must be bronze.
Correct.
I see, but
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
You're looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Okay.
Yeah, again, it's a theme that we've visited before and whatnot.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave. The police want alibis from everyone for last night. Please don't ask us to leave.
Please don't ask us to leave.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
Well, you'll be in jail.
The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
I suppose one way, when you're doing the shapeshifting, is you can kind of see if they kind of stick to their story.
made out of metal. And also there's...
Alright.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Is Violet. Right.
in combat?
Could be combat.
Maybe they're...
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No, thank.
Okay.
Did you sleep well last night?
Now the thing with this is that, I mean, you'd think, right, if you start shape-shifting and speaking to the characters, it's going to be very quickly they'll realise that they weren't there, you know what I mean? All that's going to happen is next time she speaks to her friend, she's going to say, we didn't see you. I didn't come to your room last night, you know.
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday.
Right.
Nice guy. It was a practice that was thought of as surgery at the time.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening last night?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you?
Hello, Red Dog.
I didn't see you around yesterday evening.
Now we know
But you weren't in this room, were you?
we know she was in Bromwell's room.
But you...
Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
No.
Oh, thank God. I'll try not to let it happen again.
Alright, okay. So, he sleepwalks. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to explain. The reason why it's heavy, it's in fact an Egyptian mall.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave. Or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going to die? Why do you think the police suspect Bronwyn?
Right, let's do that one.
Now that's a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all three of us were in on it. Or none of us.
Well, yes, that does make sense.
Mother, read by Brandy Clark.
Right, okay.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
She'd grown. Wasn't she looking well? Part of her...
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern.
Another?
I think it's another right.
A right?
Another
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham?
The Traveller? Dead Girls? Ring any bells?
Traveller?
Okay, so obviously they did something similar in Birmingham.
If it follows the same pattern as Birmingham, we're looking at 2 more victims.
Okay.
Favorite lemon biscuits and ate it in her bedroom like she was 13 again.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that. Why would I run? You strike me as someone brave.
I'm brave, but I'm not stupid.
Yes, Red Dog. FMV goodness. We need more FMV
And a
goodness.
few items of clothing. Even so, a human vessel was out of the question.
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Hold on.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Yeah. The two of them are definitely
On the back
to
of
something.
Mother's armchair,
you know.
watching her with talent as
two of them are definitely up to something.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain. Okay.
She just had to do as she was told.
She's not there.
What was
She's
the
not there.
baby? The parrot squawked.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here? Well, the real
Did a
reason we're here?
Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
So why are they here, man? I'm looking forward to Kursk, yes. It'd be kind of an interesting experience.
It's saying, "What a joke you are!"
An educational game
months.
experience. Oh shit, hang on. Wrong one.
Thinner and harder. There are no more.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. Okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendency? Crime of passion?
Yeah, Bronwyn's a real bunny boiler.
Okay.
She said.
Okay.
Then she cut off her face.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
We'll just see Violet as the chief if we can. Then we'll progress to the next day.
Jen caught her still smiling mouth.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
Wait, what?
How's Bronwyn been? What were you doing last night?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
Just a
What were you
little
doing
bit.
last night?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not remember?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
I was very fishy that she cannot remember anything.
Mother. Read by Bree.
Okay.
Fat that bulged over the waist of her jeans, secretly pleased.
Alright, okay.
Big
I was
sheep
just seeing
brown.
if you
Wasn't she
opened up
looking
after
well?
you suspect each other to do it. So we're gonna
Part
just
of
get
her
out of
wanted
here.
to keep it, but she
We're gonna visit the
couldn't.
chief, then we're gonna
No.
progress. See what he's got to say. At the end of the day. Violet says her statement's in your office.
It is, and that's where it's staying. You don't need to see it, Sam. Violet can get confused at times. Just keep doing what you're doing, and we'll get along fine.
Alright.
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Perhaps they're related, yes. I mean, the thing that's weird with obviously we know the tarot readers are onto something. They're onto something, right? They're onto something. I mean, they both was in a room last night, but they both said they was in the other one's room. So, I mean, that's suspicious, if anything is.
Enough without the gnawing.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August.
All right,
Police
okay.
investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip
I've seen this already, but there's no way to skip the little videos.
Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shore was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe,
She
so
likes
you don't
getting
get wet.
I like getting wet.
Yep, she
That's
does.
6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
She likes getting wet. Right, next chapter.
Fail anymore. She just had to do as she was told, like the good girl she always was.
Who's Oscar?
Who are you?
Who's Oscar? And should we... Who the frick is Oscar?
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them.
Oh, Oscar was the boyfriend. Damn, that's who Oscar is. Oscar is the boyfriend of the dead girl.
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5. I'm playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
That's because she was dead. God. What can you tell me about Dorota's parents?
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
How long were you dating?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
Alright. Any idea who would do this to her? Oh, was she seeing anyone else?
No. Why?
She was killed in her bedroom. Killed in her bedroom.
Chief DuPont said there was no signs of anything like that.
Is it possible the killer was hiding in her room?
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
Have you hidden in there before?
Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch.
Oh.
Not other guys. Just, she had these, you know, voyeur fantasies.
Sure.
She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs closet. And then she'd walk in and strip off. Start touching herself. She got upset if I came out before she'd finished. I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation?
Maybe? I'm in the closet.
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Surely a mom's wedding dress or something. Alright. So. Thanks, Oscar.
Peacocks. She must be early 20s. The white robes barely cover her, soaked in blood. How very traditional, thinks Lung.
Alright, why would someone kill her daughter? Who do you think Oscar killed her? Ask him that one.
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Just the Vicar's boy.
The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
Satanic cultist. Okay.
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
Photos? Right. Who are they for? Sounds like you know a lot about Dorota.
Not really, just gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days.
Okay. Zach.
If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset.
Uh-huh. Who about Zach?
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
We haven't said a word. You know where he is?
At Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there.
Okay. How do you know that?
I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Wait, did he take pictures of you in your underwear when you was 4? Jeez. Well, I mean, Dr. Decker, she was, a succubus. Or thought she was a succubus. You know, so she's thinking along the same lines this time around, Ellie.
She staggers with each impact, then begins to sprint at lung.
Right, did you know Doris's boyfriend? Right, let's question this, because this was definitely a bit fishy. They was both, they both said they was in the other one's room, so we'll ask her this one first.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today.
Uh-huh. Tell me the truth.
Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true.
Okay. Why do you lie about your alibi? That's...
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
So she doesn't have an alibi after all. Neither of them do. Oh, what you do in your room? Wouldn't you like to know?
I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, he came to see me.
Ooh.
He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking.
Did you tell him anything about Dorota contacted spirits? You contacted spirits?
No, I wouldn't know how. I'm a tarot reader, not a medium. Maybe I should have pretended though. Made up some fake message from her to give him some comfort.
Why didn't you make up a face message?
You lie once and you just have to keep going, don't you?
You just did lie.
What do you think?
Okay.
Well, what I think I can see is...
Hi Sam, back from more already?
Alright. Why'd you lie about your alibi? We'll start right there.
I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
Am I in trouble? It depends on why you lied.
Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Well, so if she dies next, then we know she was lying, right? Right. Right. Did you know her boyfriend?
No, I think Bronwyn met him though.
Alright. When?
This morning. He only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
I met a traveller.
Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
I got no idea. Ray told me about it.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess she must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Oh, inner circle. What? Sure.
Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
What? What the hell's going on now?
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Oh. Are you sure not like that?
The bells are very cute.
In a circle. What's that all about?
Sam, what can I do for you?
How'd you get Dorota's name from the tarot?
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
Well, yes, indeed, we cannot. Kentucky, the tarot didn't tell you.
It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards. But considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise.
Okay. So if they got a name from Ouija board, I wonder who they contacted.
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Alright. Where were you before August?
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
Travellers.
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Now we can actually come to him as Bronwyn and tell him it's okay to talk about it, right?
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota.
Low. Red dog. I've never done such things, so
Just... this is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveller who died here.
Wait, what? Time travel is real?
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
Sure. Like to mention you're here to do a job.
We're trying to save people.
Okay. I'll delete that one. Alright.